Dear students, welcome back to Chem Aspire. This is part 2 Polymer lecture series. In this video, we are going to discuss about the nomenclature of polymers. Let's get started. Based on the nomenclature, polymers are classified into homopolymer, copolymer, homochain polymer, heterochain polymer, and graft copolymer. So let us discuss these polymers one by one. First, let us know what is a homopolymer. Homopolymer is made up of identical monomeric units. What do you mean by identical monomeric units? If I am preparing a homopolymer, let me consider that A is the monomer that is present in the polymer. If the polymer is made up of same monomeric units, identical monomeric units, I get this homopolymer. So what will be the structure of this homopolymer? It will be A like this. So this is the structure of homopolymer. Homopolymer is a polymer which is made up of identical monomeric units. Say this A may be your ethylene molecule in the case of polyethylene, right? So this A may be your vinyl chloride in the case of polyvinyl chloride. It may be styrene in the case of polystyrene. So if the molecule is made up of identical monomeric units, we call it as a homopolymer. Homopolymer is again classified into linear homopolymer, Number 2, branched homopolymer, and number 3, cross-linked homopolymer, So what may be the structure of the linear homopolymer? It is the same as that of this structure, right? So it will be a linear chain and the polymer and the monomers are attached or they are combined in a linear fashion, right? So this is the structure of linear homopolymer. So what may be the structure of branched homopolymer? You will be having branches in the polymer, right? So again you will be having branches like this in the polymer. We call it as a branched homopolymer. You have branches in the polymer. So this is branched homopolymer. What will be the structure of cross-linked homopolymer? Right? So you will be having cross linkages between the branches. You have cross links between the branches and therefore it is called as a cross-linked homopolymer. So what is homopolymer? Homopolymer is a polymer which is made up of identical monomeric units, and this homopolymer is further divided into linear homopolymer, branched homopolymer and cross-linked homopolymer. And we know what is the structure of linear homopolymer and what is the structure of branched homopolymer and what is the structure of cross-linked homopolymer. Now let us move on to what is a copolymer. Copolymer is made up of monomers, two different monomers having different structure. So let me consider two monomers are combining and let one monomer be represented as A and the another monomer be represented as B. Okay, so what may be the structure of copolymer? So copolymer will be like this, AB, right? So AB. So this is called as the copolymer. Copolymer is a polymer which is made up of two different monomers having different chemical structure. So A is one type of monomer having one structure and B is another type of monomer having another chemical structure. So they combine together to form a copolymer. Just like the homopolymer, copolymers are also classified into linear copolymer, branched copolymer and cross-linked copolymer. So now we are able to write what may be the structure of linear copolymer, branched copolymer and cross-link. So what is the structure of this linear copolymer? It is the same as that of this structure, right? This is the linear one. A and B, they are combining in a linear fashion. Therefore, this is the structure of linear copolymer. Linear copolymer. So what may be the structure of branched copolymer? You have branches in the structure. So how the branches will be like BA, then BA, right? So if another branch is coming, it will be A and B, A, D like this, right? So this is the structure of your branched copolymer, right? So what may be the structure of cross-linked copolymer? You have cross linkages between them, right? So you have cross linkages between them, and this is the structure of cross-linked copolymer. So now we know what is a copolymer. Copolymer is a polymer which is made up of two different monomeric units having different chemical structure. Now let us move on to what is meant by homochain polymer. So homochain polymer is made up of, here the polymer chain, the backbone of the polymer is made up of same type of atoms. Let me repeat once again. Here in the homochain polymer, the backbone of the polymer is made up of same type of atoms, right? So suppose let us take the example of polyethylene. So say some 4 molecules of ethylene have combined, right? Say 4 molecules, CH2 double bond, CH2. So I am carrying out a polymerization reaction with 4 molecules of ethylene, okay? 4 molecules of ethylene, polymerization is happening. So you have a structure, you will be getting a structure like this, okay? So you have hydrogens here, HH, HH, like this. Now you see what is the backbone of the polymer. So this is the backbone of the polymer, right? Or the main chain of the polymer. This is the main chain of the polymer, right? So if the main chain of the polymer is made up of same type of atoms, we call it as a homochain polymer. Clear? If the main chain is made up of same type of atom, we call it as a homochain polymer. Coming to heterochain polymer, if the main chain of the polymer is made up of more than one type of atom. Say for example, we are going to see about various types of polymerization. In that you will be seeing the main chain may be consisting of CCO, CCO like that. Right? So if the main chain of the polymer is made up of different types of atoms, we call it as a heterochain polymer. So heterochain polymer is a polymer in which the main chain is made up of different types of atoms. So here we can consider the example of nylon. Nylon is a polymerization of nylon, hexamethylene diamine and adipic acid combined together to form nylon. In that the backbone will be different, it will be having different atoms. So that is called as the heterochain polymer. Now let us move on to what is a graft copolymer. You know, copolymer is made up of 2 different monomeric units. Here in the graft copolymer, the main chain will be having one type of monomeric units and the branches will be having different type of monomeric units. Suppose I am taking M1 and M2 are the 2 monomeric units, okay. Now the main chain will be made up of one type of unit like M1 like this, right? And the branches will be having M2 like this, M2, right? So in the graft polymer, the main chain will be consisting of one type of monomeric unit and the branches will be having different type of monomeric units. That is called as the graft copolymer. So in this class we have discussed about what is the copolymer, what is homopolymer, what is homochain polymer, what is heterochain polymer and graft copolymer. That's it for today. We'll see you in the next class.